Hello, my name is Jack Cherry. I am running as an independent for House District 93. Let's work together to restore control of the government.
To we the people.
The main reason I am running is that I'm a concerned citizen just like you are. I was born and raised in Oklahoma, attended the University of Central Oklahoma, where I received
a BA in political science. I have lived in District 93 most of my life. I've lived at my current home for almost 10 years. What is District 93? Where is it located? The district runs just south of I-240 on the southern border between South May on the west and Southwestern on the east. The district moves north past Southwest 59th Street and continues to Southwest 44th. The center section of the district starts with the southeast corner of 44th in Pennsylvania and continues north to Grand Boulevard, aka Southwest 36th Street. It moves east to South Robinson. The northern section of the district starts with the southeast corner of Southwest 36th and Western, to the very northeastern corner being located at Southeast 11th and High. This includes the historic Capitol Hill District and Commerce Street. The district ends at the southern border of the Oklahoma River just south of downtown Oklahoma City. Geographically, it is one of the smallest House districts. However, that means there is a large, ethnically diverse population. I have lifelong ties to District 93.
Even though I have lived in other states,
and I even lived in the United Kingdom during the course of my life, I always find my way back home to District 93.
My professional career is working as
the default manager in the foreclosure review department for Midland Mortgage Company. This is a locally owned and operated Oklahoma-based business that also owns the Mid-First Bank locations that can be seen all over Oklahoma City and the surrounding areas. I work exclusively with VA or Veterans Administration loans. The sad reality is that our veterans and many other families are losing their homes to foreclosure at record numbers. I favor legislation to help these and other families keep their homes.
I work every day with people in the Veterans Administration helping our veterans
keep their homes.
If you truly want to support the troops, elect me as your state representative, because I have direct,
real-world experience dealing with this very important issue on a daily basis.
I know VA representatives in every VA office across the nation, many of them on a first-name basis. I can phone or email them
and get results.
I know all the policies and procedures the VA requires, and I also know how to delay foreclosures,
to allow our brave men and women in uniform who served or are still serving our country with honor the precious time and options to save their homes from foreclosure.
There is not one of my opponents who have more
real-world experience dealing with this serious real-world issue than I have.
Let me be your voice at the state capitol.
Vote Jack Cherry on November 4th. Part 4. Issues to address.
The first thing I want to say is that I believe firmly
in the principles of democracy. All issues should be resolved by a 51% or more mandate by the people. Issue number 1, the economy. This is a crucial issue that either directly or indirectly affects all other social issues. A vibrant economy is absolutely necessary to keeping our nation, our state, and our local district strong. We have several things to be proud of here in District 93. However, we also have several things not to be proud of as well. I believe strongly in tax incentives not only to new businesses that locate here, but also to existing businesses that already are located here. The main tax incentive would be the hiring of new employees. Each new employee hired would get a tax credit similar to a child tax credit many of you already enjoy on your income taxes. I favor any and all legislation that stimulates economic growth in our community. Issue number 2, energy cost. The cost of energy is absolutely bankrupting and foreclosing the working class families in America and Oklahoma. While salaries and household income stays the same or decreases, the cost of living, especially energy cost, has increased at an alarming rate over the past 8 years. Did you know this is the main reason people go into bankruptcy, along with high medical cost and foreclosure? Gasoline, natural gas, propane, electricity, diesel, heating oil have all gone up. The increase in these forms of energy either directly or indirectly affects the cost of all goods and services, including food and clothing.
I favor any and all legislation that promotes
New, renewable, and alternative sources of energy. Solar, wind, and grain-based forms of energy offer we Americans and Oklahomans viable alternatives and, more importantly, self-sufficiency from foreign influence. Government accountability. There is entirely too much waste in government across the board. As legislators with the power of the purse, we control government funding. Therefore, one of the principal functions of the state legislature is to make sure funding of various governmental agencies is accountable for the funding they are to receive. I would be in favor of each governmental agency breaking down where funding is going. Oftentimes, there is more than enough funding. It's simply being mismanaged or funneled out by fraudulent means. Moreover, the administrators at the top are making way too much annual salary at the taxpayer's expense. Don't get me wrong. If an administrator has an efficiently run agency, I would favor salary increases similar to what is in the private sector. However, if they have a very inefficiently ran agency, I believe salary decreases would be in order before they would receive the taxpayer's money.
As state legislators, it is our responsibility to look after and safeguard the taxpayer of Oklahoma's money and make sure it's being appropriated correctly. I have already gone the extra mile
In my literature informational DVD,
and make sure that I knock on every citizen's door that participates in the electoral process. Remember this when going to the polls this coming November. Has any of my opponents given you this much information, or have they simply given you
another political mail-out with predictable partisan sound bites and bullet points?
If any of my opponents follow suit
And start offering informational brochures and DVDs like you have already viewed here,
remember who presented it to you first, who is leading and who is following.
I have always worked in the private sector. I would like to bring my years of practical common sense to the state legislature, and with your help, we can put the government back into your hands.
If I'm willing to work this hard for you before I'm elected, imagine how hard I will work for you after I'm elected. If you have any further questions or comments, please contact me at the following. I am Jack Cherry, and I'm asking for your vote on November the 4th, 2008. It would be my great honor to serve as your state representative here in District 93. Thank you for your time and attention, and God bless Oklahoma.